Dafran made some tough comments yesterday in a story that I covered today, actually this morning, where he says ex-OWL casters are overrated, overpaid Gucci brand casters, because a lot of OWL casters have been leaving the Overwatch scene recently, and Dafran is just now coming out with how he truly feels about them, saying he didn't really like Semler and Malik, as well as others, but Malik's not going to have it. He's not letting that slide, because he feels as though Dafran is misinforming his fans, and, well, he expressed that thought in a tweet about it last night. He says, "Damn, son, Gucci?" Saying he knows how racist they are and how much Malik doesn't like them, and that he could have at least said Lululemon instead of Gucci. Then he says, "Real talk, though, don't misinform your fans, man. You don't know my or anyone's situation. Have a little respect." And this was met with backlash, with several people complaining about Malik pulling the race card and another person asking how Dafran is misinforming his fans. And Malik coming back and saying, "It's okay for you to not like casters. It's okay for you to vocalize your opinion on that. I don't mind that. What I don't like and what's not okay is for someone to say they don't deserve what they asked for when you don't even know what they asked for." And then he comes back and says again in another tweet, "It's okay for you to have your own opinion. He just doesn't want to be painted as greedy just because he's leaving the OWL." And that's what I was trying to say in my previous video on the topic, because we don't know how much money casters make. Probably not an insane amount, and for Malik specifically, we don't know how much he makes again, but again, it's probably not going to be a crazy good amount. And we also don't know how much this guy needs to survive. We don't know how much he asked for in the first place. Probably not a good idea to assume things like that and to call someone out like that, especially when it comes to financial things. And, you know, you never really know someone's situation nor what they're going through. So if returning for OWL in season 20 or in 2020, you know, wasn't going to be paying the bills for him, then I say power to him for moving on. And for our second story today, Hex was running his podcast with Clayster when he mentions the Overwatch League and how it's run, saying that if they adopted a format similar to Call of Duty's CDL, it would explode.
Well, first, it would have been super taxing on the players, right? On the players, the travel, the amount of time that they're going, because we're traveling almost every other weekend, right? Which is fine if it would have been a cool format, but not for a single game. You know what I mean? Like, it takes away. Fans were about to, you know, pay a lot of money to go see 2 matches, which is done in traditional sports, which is why probably they thought it'd be a good idea. Like, what needs to happen is that this format needs to be applicable to OWL. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If we're able to take 8 teams in the OWL and do it for this, for OWL, take our format and do it there, OWL is going to explode, because you're never going to have that opportunity to have. When was the last time there was an OWL MLG like tournament where every team goes, there's a fucking open bracket, and you fucking go
Since
off?
before franchising.
Since before franchising.
But Hex thinks that if the Overwatch League dropped its franchise, more sports-like format and went for something like the CDL, where you've got one venue, you know, several teams throughout the day coming to that venue and playing several games throughout the day, much more accessible format, he says that the Overwatch League would explode. And they mentioned a lot of good points, saying mainly travel costs. Travel costs is like one of the biggest things, especially for players, because they're doing so many travels. I shouldn't even say travel costs, but just traveling in general. These players get really burnt out from traveling all the time, you know, especially with the Overwatch League, where you are traveling tens of thousands of miles every year. They actually have very expensive travel costs as well as travel times throughout the year in the Overwatch League. It is insane. It is insane, the Overwatch League, but a lot of it is stateside. But Hex thinks that, you know, if they went for something like the CDL, it would be a lot more accessible and it would be a lot easier. How do you guys feel about it? Are you with Hex in thinking that the Overwatch League could adopt a format like the CDL, which could result in less player burnout, less travel times, less travel costs, as well as, you know, just making it more worthwhile for the fans, having all these players and these teams condensed into one venue, making it a lot easier and a lot more accessible for them to watch? Or do you think that that is a terrible idea because you think the CDL is also just going to fail as well, and none of this matters or anything? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I'll be seeing you all soon, so take it easy. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.